Hi, I'm Gabby Pfluger. The three speaking and listening things that I would use in my classroom would be the accountable talk, the weekend news, and the hot seat strategies. I like the accountable talk one because it gives you the prompts already, but it's a way to tell your class whether you agree with them and why, and do it respectfully along with like the I disagree with, whatever it would be, and then also explain why you would disagree. It also shows like your deeper level thinking, showing that you were listening to your classmates with the I like what you said about, and adding like I think this to go along with it, and saying like, oh, I heard you'd say this and I'd like to add this. I just like those, the accountable talk. It shows like that they were listening, they were being engaged, and also it's just a respectful way to be like, this is how I would add to it, or anything like that. I like the weekend news idea. I worked in a second grade classroom a couple years ago that they like did something like this every single day. On Mondays, they'd be like, what did you do over the weekend? They had a chance to share to everybody. And then they also did on Fridays before the weekend, they shared what they wanted to do this weekend. And then on the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, he'd come up with a prompt. Sometimes it was would you rather. I really liked the would you rather. The would you rather cards I thought were really cool to add into the weekend news strategy to get them talking. Just really simple, would you rather be invisible or be able to fly? And then they get to think about it like while they're waiting and be like, I'd rather fly. I don't know why, but they just get to think about that question, waiting for their turn, and then practice speaking to the class about why they chose that. I would like to be in like a 4th or 5th grade classroom, and I think the hot seat strategy was a really cool one, especially if you have students that like being like always called on and stuff like that. I think it'd be a really good strategy to use for like characters in the book, really show like comprehension. They get to pretend to be the character while their classmates and their teacher ask them questions that they have to respond as that character, and maybe like they get to choose the next person, and you can do like the characters in the book. Be good like in science class too, doing like the different types of weather. They get to be like asking questions like how do tornadoes start, and the student that's a tornado in the hot seat gets to kind of share what they know about it. I just think that one's a really good idea, especially with like older kids, but you could also do this like in younger grades, just like maybe 1 or 2 questions and then let the next one have a turn. This one, I know I already shared 3, but the think, pair, share, I think is always a really good way to get students engaged, get them practicing speaking, just being able to like think about a question or a topic that they're learning about, share it with their partner, kind of see what they're doing, and maybe just one of them shares out loud. Maybe they stand up together and share to the class like both of their reasons, if they were similar, if they weren't, kind of like do a debate in front of the class, like which idea do we think is better? Which one works best for the topic that we're learning about? Thanks.